is going on, guys? This is Rager here, and I'm going to be doing something completely different I've ever done before. This is actually going to be a tutorial on Sony Vegas 10. Yeah, this is going to be a 64-bit one. Pretty much 64 and 32-bit are pretty much the same thing. But if make sure you check your operating system, make sure you got the 64 for better video renders, in my opinion. It won't lag as much. 32-bit, I don't really see a difference, but if you have a pretty big computer with a big processor, a pretty super serious one, and a super serious graphics card and all that other bullshit, and RAM, make sure you get the 64-bit one. Get that 64-bit processor. Okay, we're gonna click it in here and do it. At the same time as I'm doing this, I'm gonna do like a Q&A also, since all the cool kids are doing it. And I got lots of time to talk today before work, so this is why I'm doing this video, because I couldn't really think of anything except for this. I know a lot of people just got Sony Vegas, so they're probably wondering, how the hell do I use it? What are the cool features? What are the tips and tricks for it? So this is it. I'm not like the most serious person at this, and I'm not the most skilled person, but I've been using this program for like 3, 4, 5 years, and I pretty much know the basic stuff and some of the advanced stuff, but pretty much the basic stuff. So we're just gonna be going a little bit in depth for it, not too much, but still, just so you can get your videos out there and better quality videos. So the first step to do is get your damn video up here. So in order to do that, you gotta go up here and click the import media button. Do that. Actually, no, we're not gonna do that yet. We're gonna go to File and Properties. We're gonna set up the properties first. And my template is the HDV 720 30 frames per second at 1280 by 720. Now this is basically the YouTube quality. If you record something, make sure you record it in 30 frames per second, because once it gets uploaded to YouTube and it's like 60 frames per second, it'll just go back down to 30. They'll fuck up your video and make it go back down to 30 frames per second. So it's not ideal to like record in higher than 30, in my opinion. A lot of people like to do it just to do it, but if you're gonna upload to YouTube, make sure you just go 30 frames per second. It doesn't really matter if you go higher than that. Can't really tell a difference. So just click that. Make sure your width is 1280 and your height is 720. This is all default. I haven't really changed it at all. I think one thing I changed was this. Yeah, I think it was that blend fields before, but the interlace method, make that none, or else you get a weird cloudy image, which I don't like. I don't like the cloudy stuff. So once you got all that set, I think audio's default too. If you want to just copy this if it's different. Yeah, it's pretty much all default. Why aren't you in work, Chilled? Because I work at 3. Okay. Oh, so you just click apply. Okay. Import media. We got some cool images here that I saved. Inappropriate one right there. So we're gonna go to my videos here. I got it saved to my external hard drive, which is the Element. Pretty cool hard drive. I think it's 2 terabytes. A lot of memory. And what clip should we put in here? We'll do. I got so much shit I got to delete in here. It's not even funny. I still got Skyrim stuff. I finished that a long time ago. We'll just do some. I don't know. Let's do something in Rage. I think it's all Battlefield clips in here. See, I have folders, and it's called Rage. It's supposed to be Rage gameplay, and I got Battlefield 3 shit. So let's just load Battlefield 3 in here. Whatever. We're gonna drag it down to the timeline here, and it's actually all set. So I don't want to use that one. I want to actually have one where we have to mess around with the aspect ratio, so I can show you guys how to do that bullshit. We'll do a Minecraft one. Usually that's not in the same. Alright, that's a little better. See the black bars? If you have black bars on the side, it's easy fix. This is the easiest thing you can possibly do. Like, never upload a YouTube video with black bars on the side, or else, you know, people are gonna thumbs down it. they're gonna say, what the hell are you thinking, man? They're just gonna think you're a total nub, and you look like a total nub when you do that. So don't fucking do it. What you do is right click your file here and go to switches and uncheck maintain aspect ratio. That's all you gotta do. Just right click the damn click, or right click the damn clip and click this box here. Boom! Look at that. No more black bars. Simple as that. It just stretches out the video. You can't really notice it, but if you have a really big black bar, you'll notice the stretch, because you know everyone's gonna look fat in your video, but still it's better than having black bars. But try to record at least in like anything above 1280 by 720, and you won't notice a difference in that stretch. Just try to keep it around 1280 by 720. Let's see, what else can we show you here? Images, I want to show you that stuff. I like to do this, image tricks. Image, let's see here. Hey look, it's me, drunk. Let's do a pretty serious, that's a pretty cool one for Skyrim. I think I use this as a thumbnail. But for like an image over here, I want to show you how I can make it more interesting. Yeah, this is a cool image like this, but still you got to make it more interesting. So what you do is click the pan and crop button right here, and it opens up this menu here. And this is basically your timeline down here. Have your the stretch mark. So it's from here, this point here to this point is right down here. So what you're gonna want to do is double click down here, and it creates a whole new tick mark. Put that to the very end, and make sure you click on it. Make sure your boxes are all set over here, so it's locked. Okay, it's all locked. So you want these two locked, or else it's gonna turn the image all weird. If you don't have, I'll show you what happens if you don't have it locked. See how you don't have to mess with it when it's locked? When it's not locked, only this side moves and the other sides don't move at all, and it looks stupid. So we're just gonna undo that. Ugh. Check those boxes, and we're just gonna focus in on the dragon's face here. So we're gonna move this up, and make sure your whole image box here is inside the image, or else it's gonna have the black box. If it goes outside, it's gonna show like a black mark up there. You don't want that. So make sure you keep that within the image. We're just gonna keep on we're gonna zoom in on the dragon's face here. But it's gonna do it too fast now because the timeline's too short. So we're actually gonna extend the timeline here to like that much. And then when you do that, you always have to exit out of here. I forgot where it's at. No, not in there. I think it's in the pan crop too. No, you don't have to do it. Okay, sweet. That's only for text, but I'll show you what I was talking about later on. So we're just gonna make sure you get that, drag that bubble all the way to the very end again, because it's over there still. Drag it all the way to the end of the clip. Now it should slowly zoom into the dragon's face, so you can watch it in the timeline down here. Zooming in. Oh. You can play it out. See, it makes the image more interesting. It'll still, if you zoom in too close, it'll make it too blurry, so you gotta be careful what you do with it. So make sure, like, if you're gonna zoom in close, make sure it's a high-res image that you can afford to do that with. So you can like put text there, and it's pretty cool. If you want to put text in there, all you gotta do is pause it, right click the timeline, click add, insert video track, go to your media generators, go to text, drag this to the top here. You gotta make sure your text box is always on top. If it's on bottom, and you're not gonna be able to see it. See, watch if I exit out of there. I'm gonna drag this to the bottom here. See, the text is on bottom and you can't see it. Make sure it's always on top. Okay, so you can edit your text, you can type whatever you want. And if you ever need to go in there again, you just gotta click the media generator tab in the timeline here. It's right there. Just click that. If you ever need to change your text or anything, you can add like Balzania boy? Balzania boy? Okay. Yeah, a bunch of text options here. You can change it around. Use your wheel to mess around with the different options. This is how I make thumbnails basically. I just go in here and do my thumbnails. Always outline it. If you don't, then it looks stupid. So outline this shit. Go to your effects tab. Make sure this is always black. And this is how you make your text stand out. Okay, we're gonna, yeah, that's kind of good. If you don't want to outline it, you can always uncheck that and make your shadow, which makes it a 3D text. So you can finagle it so it looks 3D by making a shadow appear on like the right bottom of it. There we go. And you can also have your outline checked too. It looks a little better. Just make sure you mess around with the width so it doesn't look too stupid. And also you got the placement tab and the text options where you can drag this around wherever you want to go. Doesn't really matter. Balls on you, boy. You got tracking options, which you can just do that in pan and crop, or you can scale it. But you can scale it here too. Go back and forth. Tracking is like left and right. So you can stretch that bitch out. Leading, I'm not really sure what that is. I forgot. I don't know what that is, but I totally forgot. Undo. So yeah, that's pretty much it with the text. If you want to animate the text, there's a tab down here. Just click animate. It's basically the same thing as pan and crop. You just make a checkpoint over here, drag it to the end, and do whatever you want to do with it. Basically, if you want to start out in black and white and change it into like color, just click the very end of the tab here, change the color out. So like maybe yellow. I don't know, it looks stupid red. Do like dark blood red. Still can't really tell. So yeah, let's switch from white to red. White, red, white, red. Should work in here. If it doesn't, fuck. Lasagna boy. Goes from white to dark red. Look at that. See, it did it too quick. You know why? Because we didn't stretch out the properties. And this is what I was talking about down here with the images. You see this little indent in the image? That's not good. You don't want that. So in order to get rid of that and make it stretch all the way to the very end, what you gotta do is click generated media, and there's this tab up here which is match event length. And you gotta always click that to get rid of that. Just click that, and it stretches out the very end now. So now you don't have to worry about it ending right here. It goes all the way to the end. So it should change the red really slow now. And you can also do your pan and crop with the text too and make this actually move around. So we're gonna put in our tick mark at the end here. Click the first one. We're gonna start it out like